Hey guys, today here at Cali LED, we're going to be installing our dish bracket kit on this 2016 and up Toyota Tacoma. So the kit we are going to be installing today, we have our low profile ditch light mounts. These mounts are 100% bolt on. There's no cutting, drilling, anything that has to be done to the vehicle. They do not touch any plastic. So it's a great bolt-on product, very simple to install. The LED pods we're going to be installing on this truck today are our side projecting LED pods. These are a 27 watt pod, roughly 3,000 lumens. It's a great light because they're sold as a driver and a passenger side. As you can see, you have LEDs on the side right there. So this is going to be our passenger side pod. So not only do you get your forward facing LED, but you get it off to the side for pretty much 180 degrees of light coverage. So these are great for out on the trails, when you're on windy roads, because it puts light into the turn for you. They're very bright. You definitely want to go with these for your ditch lights. Let's get started on the install. So now we're going to install the brackets to the vehicle. As you can see, this bracket has a D on it, so this is for driver's side. The passenger side has a P on it. One trick we like to do, because these brackets are such low profile, it's real tight underneath getting the bolt in. So what we're going to do is we actually install the LED pod to the bracket itself before putting the bracket on the vehicle. So all we're going to do first is we're going to remove this upper bolt right here. It's a 12 millimeter bolt. So just take your socket and loosen it here. Once you get them broken, they come out pretty easily. So now we have that out. What we're gonna do is slide our bracket underneath like that, and we're going to reinstall the bolt on the upper one. So once we get that bolt installed, we can kind of swing the LED pod and the bracket out and get it hand tight, because now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the lower one right there and slide the bracket in. The reason we do one at a time is so that the hood doesn't get misaligned, because if you remove both bolts, it can be pretty difficult to get the hood back, especially if you're by yourself. So now we're just going to get that other bolt out and slide the bracket over, and then retighten them all down. One thing I like to mention about our brackets is that they're slotted, so that for each individual truck or for each individual different LED light, it all works perfectly and nothing's ever going to hit, whether you're using our lights or another company's or anything like that. So it's a nice feature that we like to offer on our ditch light mounts. So now we got this other side, getting it hand tightened, and as I'm doing this, I'm checking to make sure that everything's lining up properly and nothing's touching before I go about tightening everything up. So now what I'm going to do is take my 12 millimeter socket and go about tightening up the bolt. While you're tightening them up, just take a peek, make sure everything's coming along together nicely and you don't have to adjust anything. And now we're good. Everything's tightened up. As you can see, the bracket fits perfectly. Nothing hits or affects the vehicle, so if you go to sell it and remove them, there's not going to be any issue with the vehicle. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to show you how low these are. So I'm going to have the camera come over here, and we're going to close the hood and just show you how perfectly these brackets fit. So I'm just going to slowly close the hood so you can see how nicely they fit. So So as you can see right here, nothing touches right on the bend there, and the low profile bracket doesn't hit. You're able to get full motion of your hood, where if you go to raise the hood up, nothing's gonna ever touch. So it's a real great product. That's a direct bolt-on, gives you a ton of light, and it looks great. We're gonna now show you the wiring portion of this, but this is how you get these brackets and lights installed on the truck. Okay, so now we're to the wiring portion of this video. So the Cali raised LED ditch light kit, you're able to get our plug and play wiring harness. This makes it super simple. It's all the wiring you need for a nice plug and play install. So basically, our dual leg harness that you can get with this kit has 2 wire leads that run to each pod. We have DT connectors on all of our lights so that you're able to simply just plug our wire harness directly into the pods on both sides of the vehicle here. After you get them all plugged in, you're able to neatly organize the wiring down and along here to get to the other side and tuck it all away nicely for a nice clean install. Also on our harness, so as you see, we have our dual leads there. We have our connection to the battery itself. So on this harness, we have a relay and a fuse. So all you have to do for this is you got your red and your black, your positive and negative, which connect to your battery and your ground. So all you do is connect those, and then we have our switch. So we just have a little button switch like this. You can purchase one of our OEM style switches separately on our website, which you can simply wire into this. But all you gotta do here is just remove this here at the Molex connector, and you're able to run it through the firewall, which is right here, kind of behind the battery on the truck. So it's real easy to run the wire through that firewall and into the cab of the vehicle, so you can put your switch in there, put it where you want, whether you're gonna make a little hole for this switch or if you're going to use one of our OEM switches. So either way, the wiring for this is really simple. You don't have to be a professional or anything. It's all plug and play, very simple. All the wire is wrapped to look really nice and clean, and it makes it real great. But if you have any questions, give us a call, give us an email, comment below, and we can get you all taken care of. Head over to our website, caliraiseled.com. We have tons of accessories for your Tacoma and many other vehicles. Have a great day, guys.